Hello everyone, my name is Danica. Welcome to SSP, that's Shore Spark Psychotherapy Lighter Notes. This is the first ever one that we are doing. It is the 1st of February 2022, and I gotta tell you, there's nothing like a new month that really kind of gives you the push to reset your mind and say, why have I been slacking again? So that's where I find myself. So really, I have pushed myself and decided to achieve a goal that I've wanted to do for such a long time. So here I am. Shore Spark Psychotherapy is a therapy business. We work with children primarily, but you know, that's just my heart. I am for families, I am for mothers, I am for people. I just love people, and I want to see them live their best lives. I really just, you know, want to tap into that unlocked potential. I want to lift off those burdens. That's why I call these talks that I'm going to be doing, I call them lighter notes, because I want to alleviate some pressure with some peace. I want to you know, just replace some of those burdens, make you feel a little bit lighter in your steps when you're going through the weeks and the months. And hopefully I will talk on some relevant topics to you guys. I am not a vlogger of any sort. I don't want to be Insta famous, or I'm not in it for any of that. I'm just trying to give a voice to the voiceless and shed some light on things that others often shy away from. So here we go. Today, the first topic I wanted to speak on, it was just about mum guilt. Dun, dun, dun. Now that one, it just comes up for me in my everyday life. I am a therapist, like I just told you, and I work with children, so I am away from my own 2 children a lot of the time, and it's really difficult, you know. Even sometimes I find myself taking their old toys, and my oldest, who is 7, looks at me sideways anytime I try to take something from what he owns and bring it to my therapy space at school. And that is like the literal mum guilt that I face all the time. That's specific to my job role, but there are times when just a normal mum guilt will creep in, and you know, like, it's just hard. It's so hard. But you know, I've got some key things that it just helps me along the journey. I hope that it's going to help you. One of them being, listen to me really, really carefully with this. I really, really hope that you take this one home. Mum guilt is reserved for the best of them. So really, what I'm saying is that mum guilt is something that only affects mums who are doing a really, really good job. Mums who are not doing such a good job, they don't very often even know that they are. The fact that we have insight into our children, the fact that we can know that they're really terribly missing us, the fact that they let us know that it's painful when we're away, when we choose work, when we choose socialising, whatever we choose, over being a complete sacrifice to the family. They know that, they know how to communicate that, and we end up holding it. And that is what I try to, you know, just tell myself when those really difficult times come, is that, you know what, it is because I do a good job. It's because I give so much of myself, and I'm actually raising children who can communicate when they're not happy. And yeah, so the fact that I do all of that is actually the consequence that brings mum guilt. And it's a catch-22 really. I wouldn't want it any other way. I want my children to be the way that they are, and I want to know, I want to have insight into how they're feeling, and I don't want them to shy away from it. But at the same time, yeah, it's hard. When my son is saying to me, Mum, I need a therapist, and I'm like, no, you don't need a therapist, you need a mummy, and you've got fun. And he doesn't, you know, he doesn't hold his punches. So sometimes I can, you know, just really kind of feel like, what am I doing here? Listening to people talk about their problems, listening to children talk about their problems, listening to parents talk about their problems, and thinking to myself, you know, I've got my own problems and I should be home with my children trying to fix those problems. Yet lo and behold, I'm not, because I want to sometimes fulfill my own dreams and passions, and that feels a lot of the time like it's in direct conflict with who I'm supposed to be in the home. But I think, you know, as mums, we get spread so thin, and it's just really difficult. I mean, holler at me, let me know what's the hardest thing that you guys go through in terms of mum guilt, and what are you battling with in this season in terms of what to put first. It's just so hard, because you lose yourself for a lot of years when you are child rearing, like from pregnancy to, I don't know, they go to school, but even then the challenges differ, like they just change. They don't get erased or anything. So it's always like we always have these difficulties. So yeah, let me know. I want to know. Let me know I'm not alone, girls. And yeah, I just want to encourage you with the fact that we're all going through it, and the ones who aren't going through it aren't listening to their children, and to that communication, and aren't really in touch with how terribly painful it is to put ourselves first, to pursue the dreams we had before we became wives, mothers, you know, climbing frames, feeding material. It's hard, but then there comes a time when we say, no, actually, I want to rediscover myself. I want to find out who I am again. I want to go out with my friends. I want to go back to work. I want to make a difference in the world. And how can I do that? At the same time, love my family well, do all the things that need to be done, and that's a struggle. If you guys got an answer for that, let me know. But hey, me personally, I'm not striving for perfection anymore. I'm not a perfect person. I was not designed to be a perfect person. I make mistakes, I own them, I let my children know that it's okay to make mistakes, and I'm not going to be everything they need me to be at every single point of the day. It's just impossible to do that, and it's okay to let down and let go of some of the pressures that we face, because it's too hard without it. So mum guilt might be chewing you up. It might be absolutely destroying who you are, because, you know, you're fighting against who am I versus am I doing enough? And I'm here to tell you, ladies, mothers, yes you are. If you're worried about it, yes you are. It's just hard to hold it. So grab a friend, grab a book, do whatever you need to do for your self-care, and look after yourself. Like, really take the time to say, I am doing a good job, I am enough, and accepting that we might have to befriend mum guilt. Like, we might have to just accept that that's a part of the process and just walk alongside her, because she's always going to be there in the back of your mind. She's always going to be telling you where you should and shouldn't be. But let's let go of perfection. Let's let go of who we think we are, who we think we should be, and let's just strive to be what I believe you must already be, which is good enough. And good enough will take your children so far. That will give them confidence instead of conflict. It will give them the space to make mistakes and to be truly themselves. And I think there's so much about authenticity that really is permission given. It really just says, you know, my mum's not perfect, but she is brilliant. You know, she may not be always there, but when she is there, it makes all the difference. And that's all we need. We need good enough girls. Yeah. That's all I've got for today. That's my lighter note for you guys. I hope to do another one soon. If there's anything you want me to talk about, just let me know. But yes, this is SSP Light Notes, and this is Danica tuning out.